Alright, this is David Loving. I'm going to show you how to replace the shaft and bearing on a Frigidaire dryer. Here's the front panel. Okay, here's some of the tools you might need. You can also see the bearing kit on the rear shaft. You're going to use a 5/16 nut driver. Here's one for an electric drill. Comes in handy. Here's one on one of those two-way screwdrivers. I wrote down the procedure I got from the internet. Of course, it will be different for your model. First, remove the power. Safety first. Now, to get the top off, you have two alignment pins. I used a flathead screwdriver, and then the top just swings up, and it is hinged in the rear there with these just metal blades. Be careful, that could fall off. This will be open and closed throughout this procedure. You can see the belt on the drum there. Okay, to get the front off, you have two screws. Those are square drive. Here's one side. Okay, here's the other side. Alright, now if you pull the front, you can hear the drum drop. Clunk. And you have two connectors for the electronics. Push the sides of those and that should come undone. Maybe some tie wraps there you have to cut. Okay, so we did all that magic, and at the bottom you have two little alignment blades for the front. I don't know if I'll zoom in on that or not. Nope. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, there's one on that side, and the other side is the same. Okay, to the rear we have to take the belt off, and that is, there's a pulley for the tension. It's a little difficult to shoot this and actually get down there on the floor, and my pulley came off, which is kind of good because I noticed it really needed some grease on the shaft for that pulley. It was pretty tough. So now we go to the top and remove the belt, the drive belt for the drum. Since I have a camera in the left hand and I'm trying to remove the belt, I have to use my feet for this. Guess I'm lazy, I didn't want to use a tripod. Now look at this belt. So one side has grooves. That is the drum contact side. The other side is smooth. That goes on top. Now here is an alignment piece. That came off with a Phillips, but that falls down and you gotta put that. Oh, here's the back. Here's where the screeching and the squealing. Very bad. Okay, that's pretty old. Nasty. You can see the inside of the dryer and the heating element. I pulled the drum out. There's the old one, and there's the new one. Look at that. It looks pretty good, huh? 3 screws and that goes in. Okay, here is the bearing. Rear bearing comes out with 5/16 drive. There's one side, and there's the other side, and look how bad this one is. No wonder it was squealing. Looks like it has a chicken in it, but it's melted and burned up. Here's the new one. It comes with its own bracket, the rear bracket, and a ball bearing inside. Now that flat plate goes on the back here. There it is, pulled apart. So don't lose that ball bearing. You need that. Yeah, that goes right there, and then the metal plate goes on the back of the dryer. And all that is greased up. And then the grease comes with the kit. Here it is. You put a lot of the grease in there, turn it over, and now you have to add grease to the back hole for the ball bearing because it's going to fall out and it gets hot. And here I am trying to shoot this video and insert a ball bearing. There we go. Good job, David. Here's the new bearing installed. And here's the rear plate shaft. It's easy, 3 screws. They're nut, I always say nut drive. They're square drive. Here's the inside. I vacuumed out everything. Maybe I should have blown out the dryer. Here I am installing the drum. Now it's a simple matter of aligning that shaft into the bearing, and you know it had a U shape. So when you get it in the top, push down, and then it makes a bang noise, and you know you got it lined up and it's in the bearing. Okay, put the belt back on. The groove goes in the motor pulley, so the grooves are down on the drum. Put your alignment piece back in, and it's time for the front door. Okay, you have 2 of those metal blades. Now here's a little tricky part. You can see the nylon pieces on the felt. I gotta get that left side done. There we go. Okay, good. See that? Okay, so you got the bottom. Good. Connectors, you gotta connect those. Now here you go. Now watch, you have to lift up on the drum a little bit because this front door round part goes on the inside of the drum. It's pretty cheap. Some dryers actually have, I think, metal bearings. This just uses nylon on felt. And then you push the front in, and there's an alignment pin, and now 2 screws. Hey, you're almost done. There's one side. And there's the other side. And of course I dropped that alignment piece a long time ago. I don't know where it went. In a vacuum cleaner or somewhere. Okay, close the top. And yes, power. Plug in the power. Make sure your dryer vent is okay, not clogged up. Push it back, turn it on, listen to that. That is much better. My dogs will be a lot happier now. Thanks a lot. This is David Loving.